I will tell you about the Asagod's war to save the Earth. The Earth has been destroyed 8 times so far. The last war was just a year ago. The 9th war, it was in the Milky Way, that is, in our own galaxy. It was the gods and the Anunnaki who destroyed the Earth and relocated the planet again to the outskirts of the Milky Way. They then enlisted the help of the Asagods to guard the planet. The reason for this was to test the loyalty of the Asagods. Where the Asagods' true home is, I have not yet found out. It all ended with the Asagods winning the 9th war, and this actually happened just a year ago. So this 9th time, the Anunnaki saw themselves defeated in the war by the Asagods. Since then, we humans are free on our planet Earth. The new threat now is instead Fimbulwinter, which you can read more about on Wikipedia. Fimbulwinter is a very cold period where winter lasts for a full 3 years as the only season. It snows all year round, though somewhat less during the period that would otherwise be summer. Fimbulwinter comes from Norse mythology, and it is said to be a sign of the beginning of the world's end, or Ragnarok, as it is called in Norse mythology. Kamjal, my guide, says that the new Fimbulwinter will start soon and will last for about 3 years. Our salvation will be the work with HARP, which will allow the Earth to maintain a vital temperature. I don't know exactly, but I believe that it is Kamjal and other beings from the future and from the Andromeda Galaxy who have helped us with HARP, an abbreviation that stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, and which is a research program for studying the ionosphere and high-altitude weather. This work will help us humans survive Fimbulwinter, which actually recurs regularly. To return to the 9th war, we won this time over the Anunnaki, who once created us. We humans now have an eternity cell, a stem cell that is eternal and continuously renews itself, all the time, day by day, all year round. Previously, the Anunnaki did not want to give us humans access to this eternity cell that grants us eternal life in the spirit world. But because the Asagods won the last war, they have now given us access to this fantastic stem cell that grants us eternal life. A few years ago, I also talked to some blue aliens who explained to me what enzymes are, something I didn't know before our conversation. That is, with Uncle Blue, as I called him. Regarding stem cells, adult humans have 3 stem cells in their bodies, while newborn babies have many more, and therefore they are drained of their blood to take their stem cells. There are those who pay enormous sums of money to gain access to these stem cells. It is only the wealthy elite who have access to these stem cells because of the very high cost of them. Well, with the right type of stem cell combined with a certain number of the right enzymes, one can create a kind of drug that, via an injection, can grant humans eternal life. You don't get a new fresh body, but you stop aging and remain at the exact age you were on the day you received the injection. And there you stay for all eternity. The Swedish researcher Rickard Höglund is working with stem cells, and he has explained a lot about how humans can benefit from their existence. He does this together with a very beautiful female colleague from Iceland, a sweet little blonde girl, but she is also spiritual and takes body form from her female friends, especially when she is to appear publicly. She is one of the world's foremost plastic surgeons, and she also researches stem cells. It requires skilled microbiologists to produce the right mixture to create the injection that grants eternal life, that is, the drug that is made from enzymes and stem cells. The ruling elite wants by all means to stop the possibility for ordinary people to gain access to this drug that grants eternal life, and therefore they have chosen to murder a large number of microbiologists working in this field. Once the asagod Thor said to me, and I quote him, "Kalle, the first battle was over 3 million years ago. The last one was just a year ago, and we won it. And since then we have gained control of the right stem cells and enzymes." If you read about the Asagods and the Vikings, there is also much about Fimbulwinter. There is also a spiritual girl who has the recipe for the drug that grants eternal life written down on a piece of paper, so she has full control over it. But even my guide Kamjal has access to this recipe, but how that is a bit difficult to explain. The ruling elite, as I said, absolutely does not want ordinary people to gain access to this drug that grants eternal life, but how that will turn out, the future will tell.